unicorns, helmets, and cocktails. It's episode 49.
It's the Brainiac Top 10 and 10. Here's the owner of Brainiac Trivia, John Boyce, and his favorite 10 questions of the week.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. Over the last week, I asked 160 trivia questions, and what follows are my favorite 10 in 10 minutes or less.
Number 10.
Fact or crap to kick us off here at number 10. In the NFL, if a field goal is blocked, it is credited to the holder or long snapper and not the kicker. Yeah, no, that one is crap. It does indeed go against the kicker. Sounded good, though, didn't it?
Number 9.
Number 9, the answer starts with, we've got multiple of these. This is a fairly new category, self-explanatory. Hope you get it. Here we go. The answer starts with the letter I. What number 1 hit song was originally released by the Jackson 5 and years later, a number 1 hit from Mariah Carey? The answer starts with the letter I. What number 1 hit song was originally released by the Jackson 5 and years later, a number 1 hit from Mariah Carey? I'll Be There. So if you do a quick Google search of I'll Be There, there are literally dozens of songs that are called I'll Be There. But this particular one, originally released in 1970 by the Jackson 5, went to number 1. And then years later in 1992 was covered by Mariah Carey, which it did indeed go to number 1 again.
Number 8.
Multiple choice. During the 1930s, a popular slang term was city juice. If you ordered this at a restaurant, what would they bring you? Coffee, water, or soda? During the 30s, a popular slang term was city juice. If you ordered this at a restaurant, what would they bring you? Coffee, water, or soda? Go to your local diner and order some city juice. They're going to bring you some water. Those daggum city slickers with their clean drinking water.
Number 7.
Two-parter on this one, clues and clips. This animated movie was released in the 1980s and was followed by 13 direct-to-video sequels, a television series, video games, soundtracks, and lots of other related merchandising. It follows a group of unlikely friends on an adventure of a lifetime.
Who are you? Huh?
My name Petrie.
Petrie, huh? Funny name.
I flied?
No, you followed.
I fall.
You cannot fly? But how did you get way up there?
I climb.
But you are a flyer, not a faller.
Hard thing to fly.
I guess it is. We can't do it.
Nope, we cannot do that, all right.
Oh, from 1988, The Land Before Time. That question was actually used in my 80s movie trivia event I did at the Capitol a few weeks back. Of course, had a ton of fun reliving all of our favorite 80s movies. We're going to do it again right around the corner, May 25th, 90s movie trivia, followed by Dumb and Dumber on the big screen. Our 4 rounds, comedy, sci-fi, novel adaptation, first time I've ever done that one, and action.
Number 6.
We're going to go back to the answer starts with. The answer starts with the letter A. What Metallica album shares its name with a movie starring Al Pacino? The movie was released in 1979, the album was released in 1988, and Justice for All.
Number 5.
Food and beverage. An early version of this cocktail was first served as early as 1800, but it wasn't until the 1870s and 80s that it actually got its name after customers rebelled against bartenders adding embellishments to their whiskey cocktails. The old-fashioned is the right answer. The old-fashioned truly is old-fashioned.
Number 4.
Number 4, once again, the answer starts with, and once again, it'll revolve around whiskey. The answer starts with the letter B. What is both the name of a Canadian whiskey and the name of an award-winning song from 1989 by a Canadian singer? This one was tough. This one got a lot of people, but I thought it was pretty cool. The answer starts with the letter B. What is both the name of a Canadian whiskey and the name of an award-winning song from 1989 by a Canadian singer? Black Velvet. Yeah, that's right. Elena Miles is the singer. I'm sure you know the song. The whiskey Black Velvet?
Number 3.
We're going to go back to clues and clips once again on this one. This romantic comedy drama was released in the early 2010s and was advertised as sort of sequel. It follows a married couple and the struggles they have in their lives, both professionally and as a family. Released the week of Christmas, and with 2 lead characters played by recognizable people, it was a moderate success, grossing $88 million.
It's the 4th time you've gone to the bathroom today.
Give me a break.
Why is your instinct to escape?
It's not my instinct to escape from you. It is my instinct to come into the bathroom when I need to go to the bathroom.
How come I don't smell anything? Let me see then.
What?
Let me see.
No, I'm not gonna let you see.
You're not gonna let me see because you're not taking a poop.
I've been flushing as I go.
You're flushing as you go. Who takes a half hour to go to the bathroom?
John Goodman.
I don't know why, but the John Goodman line at the very end cracks me up. This is 40 from 2012, the sort of sequel from Knocked Up. The movie was okay. I didn't love it, but that clip alone is the reason why it made it into the top 10 and 10.
Number 2.
All right, history for this one.
It's a mystery.
I found this one really interesting. What internationally famous person and avid motorcyclist died after he swerved on his motorcycle to dodge 2 young boys on bicycles, leading one of his doctors to begin a long study of head injuries by motorcyclists, which led to the use of crash helmets by both military and civilian motorcyclists? Lawrence of Arabia, born T.E. Lawrence. I admittedly knew very little about Lawrence of Arabia before researching this question. I'd always heard of the movie, never seen the movie. Good friend of mine, one of my regulars, Bill, actually has invited me over to his house to watch it soon. I'm looking forward to it.
Number 1.
Animals and nature, the category. During the 16th century, shady merchants would sell crushed up unicorn horns to people that believed it would destroy poison and purify water. Most of these merchants were actually selling the crushed up horns of what rarely seen animal. During the 16th century, shady merchants would sell crushed up unicorn horns to people that believed it would destroy poison and purify water. Most of these merchants were actually selling the crushed up horns of what rarely seen animal. They were actually buying the crushed up horns of narwhals, one of the most incredible creatures to ever be on this planet. As a matter of fact, I argue that if I had no context, I was an alien that landed on this planet, and you were trying to convince me, is it the unicorn that's real or fake, or is it the narwhal that's real or fake? I would never believe that a narwhal exists, but it does today, right now, as we speak. Absolutely incredible. So, for centuries before the Age of Enlightenment, paranoid royals sought protection from superstition. They paid enormous sums, sometimes the proverbial king's ransom, for magical objects they believed would neutralize, expose, or repel poison. The most coveted of those, the mythical unicorn horn, also known as the alicorn. Even the normally rational Queen Elizabeth I of England was a believer. In addition to buying a magnificent spiral unicorn horn for the lofty price of £10,000, she was also known to drink from a unicorn horn cup, believing that if poison touched it, it would explode. Of course, unicorn horns didn't come from the mythical beasts, since being mythical, they never likely existed. Most came from the tusk of narwhals, an Arctic whale possessing a magnificent spiral tusk that can grow as long as 9 feet. These remarkable appendages actually serve as sensory organs, allowing the creature to detect subtle changes of temperature, pressure, and other atmospheric elements. All of this may have started with Viking traders who, around 1000 AD, began finding narwhal tusks washed up on the beach in places like Greenland and selling them to Europeans. The trade strengthened during the Middle Ages when the unicorn became a symbol of Christ and therefore an almost holy animal. By the Renaissance, unicorn horns had developed a reputation as a poison cure-all, and their cost inflated to 10 times their weight in gold or more. I got all this information from a great article on the History Channel's website by Hadley Mears. It's titled, How Unicorn Horns Became the Poison Antidote of Choice for Paranoid Royals. I got the link in the description of this episode if you want to read more about it. This has been the Brainiac Trivia Top 10 in 10. I'm John Boyce.
All right, who's the dead man that hit me with the salt shaker?